That's unfolding in real time. A mother is patting her 10-month-old baby boy on the back after he starts choking on a piece of pancake.
We kind of hit him on the back, thought, okay, he's got this, he's gonna get it down.
But the little guy's parents, John and Jane Kohler, quickly realize this is serious.
He was turning blue, and it happened really fast. You can see on the video where I turn him over, and at that point, he looked really bad. Like, I thought, okay, this is not good, and that's when I yelled for help.
You can see the look of horror on the people around them as mom and dad start delivering back blows.
Hitting him hard, and nothing was working. At that point, Gabriel is unconscious.
Eyes rolled back.
Eyes rolled back in his head, completely limp, blue from head to toe. I thought that he was going to die.
Panic erupts. Now, watch as this guy leaps from his table at the Eggs Up Grill in Ballantyne, South Carolina.
You can hear immediately in her voice it was not a good situation.
But he's not going towards the commotion. He's going outside. Then he runs back in. He's got something in his hands. But what is it? He tells mom to put little Gabriel on the table.
I'll never forget she lifted him up and trusted me to like a last hope.
Major Hillard had a device in his car called a life vac, which he suctioned to little Gabriel's mouth. You can hear mom's panicked plea. Strangers consoled the distraught mother. After several plunges of the device, a miracle.
As soon as I did that last pull, his eyes popped open and he started gasping for air.
Mom and dad embrace in relief.
Good to see you, brother.
We were there as John, Jane, and little Gabriel reunited with the Good Samaritan.
I remember hugging him and almost just like breaking down because he's a man who saved my child's life.
So, what is LifeVac? It's a portable airway clearing device. Arthur Lee, the founder and CEO of LifeVac, put a piece of pancake in a dummy's mouth to show how it works.
It's simple as place, push, pull.
Just like it did.
Nigerians from all walks of life are meeting to mark the 117th posthumous birthday of one of the nation's founding fathers, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. They remember Azikiwe as not only the country's first president, but as someone who promoted national unity at all times, including his role in Nigeria's political evolution.
Let us bind the nation's wound and let us heal the breaches of the past, so that in forging our nation, there shall emerge on this continent a hate-free, fear-free, and greed-free people who shall be in the vanguard of a world task force whose assignment is not only to revive the stature of man in Africa, but to restore the dignity of man in the world.
And contributed very immensely to the development and advancement of this great country, Nigeria.
Are you Ezekiel? If you say yes, show me your credentials. Show it to me. Unity. No color, no religion, no tribe. Are you a nationalist? If you say so, show me your resume.
One thing that resonates among all the speakers, including former President Goodluck Jonathan, who is here, is the fact that the late Nigerian leader, popularly known as the Great Zeke of Africa, went beyond tribe, ethnicity, and religion to unite the country.
Nigerians of different generations will continue to remember his extraordinary efforts towards keeping Nigeria one, and his belief in Nigeria's greatness anchored on equity, justice, and inclusion. An indigenous of Eastern region, born in northern Nigeria and established in western Nigeria, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe has a cosmopolitan life experience and disposition that prepared him for his role in this country.
As they reflect on his leadership, patriotism, and principle of one united, indivisible, and progressive Nigeria, speakers say the recent events in Nigeria have not proved same. They want citizens to toe the line of Azikiwe, who was also the country's first Senate president and governor general.
To the happenings in Nigeria and those beating the drum of disunity and those asking for separation, I think Zico said, ladies and gentlemen, that is not good to our nation. Let's shit our sauce and discuss about the unity of this country. For in it shall our prosperity come. I'm sure he will not support any separatist idea. Neither will he welcome those who are talking about religion or tribe. I think Zig will stand for the unity of this country.
The occasion saw the honoring of outstanding Nigerians for their contributions to national growth. With many describing him as the father of Nigerian nationalism, many here are calling on contemporary leaders to emulate Nnamdi Azikiwe's virtues.
Without trade, development will not be what it should be. But the good thing about that also is that when you take trade and it enhances and increases development, it also helps us in a number of other areas. It helps us to develop our infrastructure. It helps us to develop our industries. It helps us to become manufacturers, not just producers of agri products. Now, so trade becomes a pool that make a lot of things to happen in our economy, and we don't need an oracle to tell that to our leaders. Well, even our women who are very active in the so-called informal sector, they know that they have to go to this market and sell and go to that market and sell, and that's how they build up their own wealth and strength. Now, if that is the situation, now the colonial system, which was geared to help the metropolitan economy. For instance, we produced cocoa in the colonial days, but we had no processing in Nigeria. We shipped the cocoa beans abroad. We produced cotton. We had no single textile factory in the colonial days. All the cotton is shipped. We produce granite. We produce palm oil. We don't even make soap, ordinary soap, from palm oil. Now, we have to realize that that cannot go on. And if we realize that that cannot go on, which is what Africa continental trade area is all about, if we realize that that cannot go on, all right? If you say market, we have market of 1.2 billion. So what do we need to do? Give that market the lifeblood that it needs in terms of trade among ourselves. And as I said in my presentation in there, look, let nobody tell me that, oh yes, because you produce the same thing, you cannot trade among yourself. If this country produces grape and Nigeria doesn't produce grape, let this country make wine and sell to Nigeria. If Nigeria produces rubber and this country does not produce rubber, let Nigeria make tire and sell to this country. Now that's what they do in Europe. And why can't we do the same? so that we break the jinx, if you want to call it jinx, of the colonial heritage.